This video is a brief overview of the Auto Collision online competency profile. The competency profile was developed to help instructors track student progress toward competency in the 2013 NATEF Auto Collision standard. The site contains job sheets that address each of the 2013 NATEF tasks, and the modules in this online site are consistent with the Auto Collision task list structure. Each module contains topics that represent the areas of emphasis, and each topic is divided into two parts. The first part contains the job sheets aligned to the areas of emphasis and the alpha designations in the task list, and the job sheets are Word documents and may be viewed online and or printed by the student or the instructor. The second part of each topic contains the job sheet evaluation portion. In Moodle, this option is called an assignment. This functionality allows the instructor to quickly enter a score 0 to 5 for each student for each task. Sometimes more than one job sheet will be needed to be completed to fulfill all the requirements of a task. The rating for each student should reflect employability readiness rather than a grade given in the class. When the ratings have been entered, the result will be a competency profile for each student. When you log in to your site, you will see that there are each of the 5 modules contained in Auto Collision, and I am going to click on Module 4. And here you see the first section has the opportunity for you to give announcements or comments about this particular module for your students. That's for the instructor to use to provide additional information or timely information to your students. The rest of the documents are in each of the modules, and here is an overview document which is a little bit more in depth than this online video. And then we have a crosswalk for the tasks to the job sheets. We have the task list for Auto Collision. We have a summary of the different areas and the tasks in those areas. And then we have also included an Auto Collision competency profile in an Excel format. So if an instructor would like to download that Excel format and then create an Excel file for each student and enter the information into that quote paper document, we have given instructors the option to do that. I want to go ahead and click on the first topic here. The default display for the entire site is basically, as you first noticed, we have all of the modules. Within it, all of the modules, then you get the different areas that are within that module. And then when you click on one of what they call the topics, one of the areas, then you have the information that is specific to that particular topic. It keeps the site a little easier to navigate, and you don't have long scrolly pages that you're going through trying to find information. The top information stays the same wherever you are. Each topic is divided into the job sheets, and the job sheets reference the task. They have their own job sheet number, and then they have a tasks number, and this is reflected in the crosswalk. So these are Word documents, and so depending upon the browser that you're using, the internet browser, you'll have different instructions for how those Word documents are displayed. Sometimes they display automatically, sometimes they have to be downloaded, and then following the instructions you can click on them and they'll display. You can save them. You can save them and print them out, or you can just print them using your browser functions, but that's up to you and how you choose to use them in your classroom. What I did want to show you is the job sheet evaluation tool, and this is what I mentioned before in Moodle are called assignments. So when you go into grade, when a student has fulfilled their requirements, have finished one of the job sheets for one of the tasks, you would click on that task, and now it's telling us that we have 6 participants who have been enrolled in this module, and here it tells me that there are the ability to view and grade those students. And so here are our students, and you must make sure that you have quick grading down here checked marked, or you don't have the option to fill in this information. We're going to say that Alice did a really good job, and Nancy did an okay job, and Jane did an okay job, and Bob did an excellent job, and Jeff didn't do very well at all, and Mark just absolutely was not paying attention. And so all you have to do is quickly go through and enter, as I said before, a number 1 through 5 to indicate employability skills, because this is not a grade for a test. These marks reflect their competency in that particular task, and we're trying to create a competency profile for each student. So once you have gone through and entered all the grades, then it's really important that you click Save All Quick Grading Changes, because that's what you've done. And those will be saved. And you can hit the Continue button, and you are back to where you were. And here you can go in and change them if you want to. Come over here and you can put in any kind of comments that you want to, but you have to remember to always save whatever you're doing. So you can always come back, and if Mark finally did a better job, you had him redo it, and now he's done a really good job. You can come in and change those, edit those as much as you need. And if we come back, and view the gradebook, then we can see how we've started to begin the process of completing the competency profile. And if you come over here to what you can barely see, but it's supposed to represent like a spreadsheet. And so if you click on that spreadsheet for a student, it will basically give you what ends up being the competency profile for this module. Once the student has completed all of the tasks in this module, all of them are here, and then you can, and the numbers will be here, and you'll be able to use your internet browser print capability to print out this information for your students. And then the students also have the ability to come in and look at their grades and print out this piece of information, which then becomes their competency profile. So this has been just a very brief overview of the job sheets and the assessment tool that's a part of the Auto Collision Online Competency Profile. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.